Hey everybody, I'm Ryan. I've been creating content 20 plus hours a week for 8 plus years. I've mostly been streaming on Twitch, posting to YouTube, and most recently, posting stuff to TikTok. It hasn't really been going that well, and I wanted to make a video analyzing critically what I might be doing wrong, and then post that, which is what you're watching right now, to maybe help others who are trying to create content. There's a ton of advice out there from people who are already successful, but not a lot of advice out there from people like me, who has been creating content seriously at reasonably high quality for 8-ish years and haven't been successful. Let's start with a rundown of the content that I've created so far over the course of the last 8 years and other things that I've tried. Then I'm going to analyze why each of these things did not work. I'm then going to take the knowledge that I've gained and the analysis that I've done for each one of those things and try to figure out a plan for the future, because at least for me, content creation is not dead. On Twitch, pretty consistently, I've done my best to be a really awesome variety streamer, with the focus of creating a really cool and supportive community. YouTube has been a wild ride of a lot of different things as I've realized they haven't worked out, with none of them really sticking. I've been a short form and long form Let's Player. I've made Magic the Gathering advice and deck techs. I've done how-tos and tutorials in various games. I was a World of Warcraft lore YouTuber for a while. I've posted heavily edited, variety playthroughs of games. Most recently, I've been posting interesting things in various games and modded games, highlights from my Twitch stream, and interesting stories surrounding those playthroughs. I've also been known to post metalcore covers of various gaming, anime, and pop songs. And I know that sounds like a ton of different things, but I've done each one of those things seriously for a year or more. On TikTok, I mostly treat it like a life vlogging channel, where basically if I ever have an interesting thought or something interesting happens to me in life, I make a video about it. That's where I've had the most success, but the issue is that success has been spread over a bunch of different subject areas. My life, the esports team that I coach, teaching world history at the high school level through Civilization 6, and being an LGBTQ plus supportive teacher. So let's analyze why each one of those things has not been successful. Being a variety streamer on Twitch is fun because whenever a game gets stale, you can just play a new one, and you can play whatever games you want to play. However, the way things are discovered on Twitch is through individual games, and whenever someone drops by, you need to get them to return because of your personality, not necessarily gameplay, because chances are they'll watch you until you play a game they are uninterested in and stop coming back. Over the course of the last 8 years of streaming on Twitch, I've accumulated 1.6 thousand followers, but average around 3 to 4 concurrent viewers. I have an obscene amount of people who I would consider at different times in my streaming career regulars, but many eventually stop when I switch games they are uninterested in, and things naturally come up in life, of course. You need to have an exceptional personality to be a true variety streamer and not play the same game all the time, or at least all similar games. So I think to attack both of those angles, personally and gameplay, and to lose the least viewers over time, one would have to play a game or games that are similar. However, I always felt like I had to play entertaining to watch games, where a lot of the games I enjoy are turn-based or grindy. In addition, discoverability on Twitch is horrible, so it has to lean on other sites, which is a great segue to YouTube. YouTube has taken on the most different looks out of all of my content, and I'm going to go through each one of these things I have done and talk about why each did not work. The long form and short form Let's Playing, alongside the heavily edited playthroughs, had the same issues as variety streaming, in that some people would watch for a game and then not come back. And also, it's not what people are searching for on YouTube, so the discoverability is equally horrible. And there are a million people doing it. Let's Playing is no longer the way for gamers to make it. The age of making it Markiplier and Jacksepticeye style are just over. Making Magic the Gathering content was where I was probably the most successful content-wise. I was making videos people were searching for, I was getting great engagement because everybody had something to say, and I was very good at Magic. There are two issues here. One, there are a million moving pieces in Magic, and sometimes I would miss stuff. And a lot of the Magic community was not very nice when that happened, which would really get to me over time. In the same vein, even though there was a lot of engagement, most of the people that would engage negatively. At 5K views on YouTube, I would have only 6 comments, and they would all be telling me I suck. And honestly, that would really get to me over time, because it was a little bit more than normal internet stuff. Plus, in order to keep good content and to keep other people entertained, I would need to play a wide variety of different decks, and play in as many high-level tournaments as possible, which became extremely expensive over time and frankly unsustainable. The how-tos were also pretty successful, and continue to bring in the most views on my YouTube channel, even though I don't do them anymore. The issue is that when you make how-tos on a variety of games, each video's views are fully dependent on how good each individual video is. How-to videos have great discoverability because people are looking for them, but someone that searches to get a quest on Assassin's Creed won't click on a video on how to increase friendship in a Digimon game when it shows up on their recommended. So there are no returning viewers to speak of, and no community to be built that could feed the Twitch channel or other new videos. One note, though, is that if you don't care about those things, good and commonly searched how-tos are pretty timeless. Most of my income from YouTube is from a single how-to video that I made like 3 years ago that still brings in $25 a month. If I was to play enough games and create enough how-to videos, I would inevitably be making enough for it to be my job. But I'm not sure if that's the kind of creation I actually want, with no positive feedback but trying to get a number to go up. Getting hard into World of Warcraft lore videos is pretty cool. I actually took 3 or so months off content creation to read all of the lore books and take notes on them so I would make the most detailed videos on YouTube. I really liked the videos I made. It was the closest I think I got to something that could eventually work out and be something I enjoyed doing. What made me stop is that the discoverability of lore videos were pretty bad, and it felt like I needed to also play World of Warcraft on stream. This was fine, but I needed to put a ton of time into WoW in order to get the gear and account to do interesting and cool things, but the lore videos also took a crazy amount of time. In addition to real life stuff like family and job, it just felt undoable and totally burned me out over the course of a year and a half. Returning to what I'm doing now in how-tos and interesting things in various games alongside highlights, I feel like I'm creating content as if I'm already a large Twitch streamer. Only a portion of the people that already watch my Twitch care about my highlights, which we already established is very small, and is a majority of my content. As far as the stories of the games, they're pretty sweet videos, but each individual video is so extremely niche, and I don't have much to do with one another besides me. So we are back to the same problem we had with not having focused content without already being a personality. Except this time, the discoverability is also low. The few people that see it, like it, sub, and then never watch another video. Even though I am marketing myself better, in a lot of ways, it's similar but worse compared to just doing how-tos. As far as the metalcore covers go, this would be an awesome route. But if I went that route, there would simply be no way that I would be able to maintain any other content, including my small Twitch community. Making those covers takes a truly obscene amount of time. Between selecting the song, rewriting the song, learning the song on instruments that I play, programming the song on instruments I don't play, recording the song, mixing, filming the video alongside it, and editing the video, if there are no major hiccups and everything goes perfect, it averages between 30 and 50 hours of work per video, more if anything goes wrong, and things normally go wrong. I'd be able to post maybe 3 videos a month if I created 0 other content. In addition, while I'm confident in my musicianship and singing, I'm barely more than a beginner when it comes to mixing. So while all of the covers sound good, they're just a little off, and I have no clue how to fix it. Hiring someone to mix the songs to do it more professionally would be very expensive. On TikTok, there's a lot of people that are interested in all 3 of the things I post, plus the other random stuff. So while I have quite a few followers, my view count is still very low. However, discoverability on TikTok is truly incredible, so when a video does well, it's insane. However, TikTok is famous for stifling videos that mention other websites, so it's very hard to get any of the 87,000 people that follow me over there to YouTube, Twitch, or even Discord. So after that long-winded analysis on everything I've done and what I think has gone wrong, let's move on from there. I think a few things need to happen in order for content creation to be successful. One, I need to enjoy doing it. There's no point in trying to become a content creator if it's truly all work and no play, especially if you're not making objectively cool stuff. I might as well stay a teacher that teaches through video games. 2 is discoverability. It's important that people are looking for it within a given category. And 3, all of the videos I make, and the Twitch stream for that matter, should attract the same people. If someone subs because of one video, or because they saw the Twitch stream, or because they saw the TikTok, they should want to check out the other content that I make. So to learn from my mistakes and figure out exactly what I can do to finally find some success regarding this content creation dilemma, the first step is to look at what I'm good at and what I enjoy. On the first pass, I'm good at telling stories, explaining things, card games, and music. I enjoy Pokemon Nuzlocke, grindy games like Old School RuneScape and World of Warcraft, card games like Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone, playing games with friends, lore and world building, and music. So following this criteria, here are the options that I've come up with for myself that I think doesn't follow in the same footsteps as my previous mistakes. Number 1 is make music. Things like gaming, anime, popular covers. The issue is that this would make me stop streaming consistently, and YouTube would shift over to 2 to 3 videos a month of covers. But I could have a casual gaming channel alongside it because it's really important to not work on music unless you're inspired. My second idea is to teach history through gaming. I do this for my job anyway, and it would be the only way to lean fully into and unite all 3 platforms, including TikTok. With any extra time that I have, I could stream history games, or really for any 4X games. The issue is this would be so much work. I would leave my job and then come home and effectively do the same job. And that is kind of rough. But I already have relations with 2K games, and I could expand those relations with 2K games through my world history through gaming, and can branch into most history through gaming content, whether it be Assassin's Creed, Crusader Kings, or Civilization. Next is World of Warcraft lore. Stream World of Warcraft again, but the issue is I would need to stream it a lot. And similar to the world history through gaming issue, it would be so much work to do the research and make the World of Warcraft lore videos. But it would be fun, I'd be creating a really cool thing, and I could branch into other Warcraft games like Warcraft 3 and Hearthstone. Next would be Old School RuneScape. You just tell stories of the grind, wild Mudkip style. I could do how-tos and maybe even RuneScape lore. This would be enjoyable because I'd just be chilling and playing, and I would get the grindy game always feeling like I'm doing something alongside my content. Number 5, I could be a Pokemon channel. I like enough Pokemon things, I think I could do it. Now, it would be primarily Nuzlocke stories because Nuzlocking is the major thing that I do, but I could expand into card gaming, shiny hunting, lore, and can branch into other 90s stuff. And I could even still do other music covers as long as they had to do with Pokemon, and maybe even competitive Pokemon, which I've been getting more and more into. Option 6, Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone. I can stream major tournaments or the latter. I can make tutorial videos, interesting game analysis, and tournament recaps. Number 7, and 7 and 8 are kind of out of left field, but I could play Overwatch. I'm a high school esports coach. Currently, we're playing Overwatch. I could go all in on it and kind of double dip in that and try to get better at Overwatch alongside creating content. And number 8, I really enjoy world building and lore. I could just make my own fantasy world. Upload art, upload maps, upload little stories and backstory and towns. It could be for D&D, my own book. I don't know, but it's something I always wanted to do. I could stream a Dungeons & Dragons game inside that world that I've been posting to YouTube. I think it would be really neat. That all being said, I'm not sure what I should do. I'm sure that all the choices that I mentioned could lead to having fun and all have a real possibility of success. The issue is I will no longer be able to combine my chill and work time, which is what I can do in my variety streaming, and content would no longer encompass all of my hobbies. And I'm going to be spending some time brainstorming and living with these decisions for a while before I spend some time away from variety. In fact, a few days after I wrote the script for this video, which is when I'm recording it, I've been leaning towards giving variety a little bit more of a shot because people have been coming over from TikTok, and I'm really afraid of stopping doing it. But also, if content is not successful, I would rather just be hanging out with my family while I play video games and making music. So as I am recording this, the front runner for me is giving variety a little bit more of a shot, and if it doesn't work, maybe playing music and being able to do variety a little bit on the side and do the gaming channel plan. The secondary option is Pokemon. I really enjoy Pokemon. But my question to all of you is, which of these 8 options would be the most compelling to you? You're my audience. Would you stick around if I shifted my content to it? And did I miss anything in my critical analysis so far? I really genuinely would love the feedback. And I really hope you enjoyed this like reverse how to be successful from somebody who was not successful. If you're new here and you liked it, please be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Check me out on other social medias, my TikTok, my Twitch, especially join the community on Discord, Instagram, all the other things. Links are above me and in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Help me out. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.